You have reached the Valdez Copper River Area Burn Advisory Line. There are currently no restrictions on burning. Read and carefully follow the conditions of the permit and do not leave your burn unattended.
Okay, so the hope is we can get this pile burned today, get this cleared out. Hopefully some of those big stumps, those are the hardest to burn usually, so hopefully we can get those burned down too. Looks like there's some pretty old ones in there. It's rained a couple days ago. It's been overcast, cool, maybe hitting 60, which is crazy for the end of July. To me, maybe it's probably normal here. So anyway, that's a goal today, get this thing burned and move on to some bigger and funner things. So that plan's been put on hold. There's a swarm of bees that just started coming out of there when I was digging the dirt out. So I don't know what kind of bees make a home in dirt, but
oh shit.
We're not going to do that one today. So that is the end of phase one, I do believe. Lisa, agree or disagree?
Like all our zones, just wrapped up.
All the outside zones. So phase one, clean up.
Yeah. Yep.
So we did the siding.
Yeah.
It ain't perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than the way it was.
Yes. It is.
And then I just finished using the weed whacker to get down the big stuff. I'll go over it with a mower to make sure we get all the where do all the rocks come from? Like for a yard that used to be mowed, reportedly, there's like big rocks, big chunks of I think that's pretty much it, but I am super happy, done with phase one, so that is awesome.
Toot toot! Gotta toot your horn!
Oh, I thought you meant toot
no.
toot.
No!
Right, awesome.
Oh.
Oh, it's crazy. Mosquitoes no more. C'est la vie, mother. Okay, you need a sheet to play with? Ready to go. Okay, so we're going to close it, and then if you could put this wedge kind of this way in the middle. So I got the door.
Okay.
The black seal on the door, just try not to goof that up.
All right, boys, this is how they did it in the old days.
I think that's a little too far down, but before we get too far. Let's go a little more. Or can you just beat it down? Alright, that's as crappy of a job as I've done on anything.
It'll work, honey. Boom, shakalaka. All done.
Doesn't hold jack diddly squat. There we go. Good thing I was a pro at playing Twister. Alright, I got an idea.
Yeah?
Let's make this a no electrocution zone. All this cable going this is crazy, and it's unplugged right now, or we'd add one more cable. But I found it light, and I found something else that's super important. So now that we can see back here without having the door open, I found the level. I'll try and show you. The light will probably blind you. And I don't think I could turn it off. Does this help? I found the level, and it actually works. So full is right here, and then the little red mark you may or may not be able to see is right there. And it's actually plugged in and full of water. So if you squeeze it, she goes up and down. So now, Lisa, we can look at the level and see how, we can look at the level and see how full the tank is.
Yeah.
So that'll actually be nice.
And the next super low point, we're going to slide insulation under the tank.
You know, there is, I've been cleaning
It looks amazing.
I
back
didn't,
here.
we'll have to reference to the original video. I got all that crap out of there. And we need to do like tongue and groove or something in here so it looks, one, it's lighter, and two, it doesn't look half done.
Yeah.
In any case, I found a hole in the floor, which, I mean, is not always good, but in this case, that's plastic, but it feels in my wishful thinking that there's insulation on the other side of that plastic. It feels dense, is what I was trying to say. So I think there possibly is. I noticed in our neighbor's place the other day, I went over to borrow a tool. Best neighbors in the universe, I'm pretty sure. Super nice people. Anyway, he was showing me his water room. They have a diesel heater right in their water room.
Smart.
We have a diesel heater under the house. I went under the house today too. Had another discovery. That heater has melted itself into the foam insulation that's on the ground. My mess says that's not good. So we're not going to plug it back in. We're going to find another solution. But I think long term, that diesel heater is going to find a home in here somewhere. This needs to get shortened. So all this is over there, because this is a lot of usable space. When you don't have a lot of space, that's a mansion right there.
Yeah.
So that, right there would be the perfect place for it. And then some kind of a super efficient 12-volt something fan that just circulates air, so that the problem before, while we're at it having this discussion, is that when it got super cold, minus 60, kind of super cold, all that cold air would settle in the bottom, even though the house, and there's no door in front of me, even though the house may be 90 degrees inside with a wood stove cranking, that super cold air would settle in here and it would freeze. So I think a heater in here would be smart, and a fan circulating air.
All right, today I get to play with a new tool, which is a hand sprayer, paint sprayer. I'm so excited. Way different than the one that I had back in Anatone. I'm taking the brown metal siding and I'm going to cover it with my paint color, and I'd like to keep that a secret because I think the combination between the color and the wood accent stain is going to pop, and it's going to be beautiful. So anyway, I'm going to paint siding metal.
The suspense, I'm sure,
and it's going to go up on the cabin.
Killing them.
We're working on the water room.
Is our already first step. Subscribed to 15 episodes ahead.
So that's what I'm doing. I just got the sprayer together. I got to load my paint. I'm going to do a wet wipe and then dry it off, because the travel from Palmer was a little dusty.
It'll dry off in seconds before it starts raining.
Oh gosh.
Okay, well, Lisa's doing that. Today I'm going to do I have two least favorite jobs. One is crawling under a house in a tight, yucky crawl space. And two is any roof of any kind, any shape, size. Just not my deal, but needs to get done. So the previously, I think you can see down there, previously this new water room was roofed. Wrong term. The press board, plyboard, whatever that stuff is up there, was up there, and then the felt paper was put up. But in a windstorm, the wind took most of the felt off, so the wood really is ruined up there, and it's kind of sagging. So I'm trying to step just on where the 2x6s are, because I don't want to have to redo that whole thing. And then we're going to put tin up there. So my job today, now that I've ripped off the beautiful blue tarp and what was left of the tar paper, I'm putting new tar paper up there, staple it down, and hopefully it holds for a couple days while Lisa finishes the tin in the color that she's going to paint it. We're going to paint it first and then put it up. So that's kind of the deal. Shake it, baby. Shake it. Work it. Work it. Maria.
Okay, I have to spoil the color because this is a reminder for myself, first off.
If you live 3.5 hours away.
If you live 3.5 hours away, or a distance that's far away for you, double, triple check before you leave in which the color you're getting. So first off, on all 4 of my gallons of paint I got, there isn't a color little dab on the stickers. Didn't even think twice. I thought, this older guy knows what he's doing. Grab him, off I go, because I'm excited to get this done.
Hey, everybody makes mistakes. We're not picking.
But we all make mistakes. So he didn't dab it. I didn't check it. We're now using it. Picked it up yesterday. It's not iron ore. 1 second.
It's rusted ore.
It's like a shitty peach. I mean, I guess if you're doing a girl's bedroom.
No.
But this is exterior paint to metal. I think they forgot the iron ore part of the mixture. So I called, super nice guy. So I may go down local, buy it, get the project done, and then take this back, and he says I can get my money back, because he even described what iron ore was, what color it is, and he's like, I can guarantee you that the color did not get mixed in those cans. So apologize for that. And I said, okay, I'll see you when I get there, so maybe in a couple weeks when we make another run. But in the meantime, I'm gonna close these up and move on.
Did you want to feel it?
Yeah, I never...
This.
Oh, sorry. I've never touched tar paper before. Or maybe you would call it the nude color of nylons your grandma used to buy. That's the color I'm thinking of.
Okay, so before I forget to turn the camera on, again, today's objective is to get the metal up on the roof of the water room. Home Depot screwed up the color, so we can't paint it previous or prior to putting it up, which was kind of the goal. But I put the tar paper up, and now the tar paper is starting to blow off again. So we want to get that up there, get it sealed up for weather, for any rain that comes in. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Well, so the sun right now is right here.
Mm-hmm.
But the weird thing is, in the summer at least, I don't know what happens in the winter. I assume it's opposite. But the sun rises, and it does this super weird over here. It goes around the whole house.
Yeah.
And then it sets kind of this way. Mount Drum is kind of the center point.
Mm-hmm.
It sets on one side of Mount Drum, comes up on the other, and does this weird loop.
Okay. So, with that being a lot lighter than the siding on the side of the house,
Uh-huh.
would I just go straight with the stain on those?
We're not going to worry about the stain on this just now. We're going to do the sides. We're going to get this water room is number one.
Okay.
And until the water room is done, we're not going to get sidelined.
Okay. But I can stain these little rafter things underneath here, right?
It would be super smart to do so.
Okay.
Okay. Well, 8+ hours later, Lisa made some changes. Good changes indeed. She went to the best value.
I'm not sure what it's called. I call it Ernie's store.
Best value, I'm pretty sure it's best value in Glen Ellen. Ernie and his wife
Megan, I think.
are under pressure.
I know.
They'll be watching.
I think it's Megan.
Anyway, super great people. Not just because they're watching. To the point, they got us the right colored paint. Okay, do you remember per gallon how much the paint was at the Home Depot?
44. I'm going to round it.
44 rough numbers, and at the best value?
54.
$10 more, minus 7 hours of driving. It's a deal to me,
Yeah.
if you say so. So 4 gallons, so 40 extra bucks,
Yeah.
and we can get it done now. So that way we can paint them before they go up, which is just going to be better. And it wasn't working. You may have saw earlier this morning when I was trying to put that up. So my fault again. What we're learning in Alaska, you better triple check everything or you're going to get...
Stuck in your process.
You're going to have some issues. It keeps happening. We'll see how long it takes us. So I didn't get self-tapping screws because I got the screws that were in the same department matching. I don't know if that works. And the color matched. Now it's not going to...
Oh!
I don't think you'll notice, but anyway.
Yeah, it's on the roof.
So I thought, well, they go with the thing, so I'll get those. Well, they're not self-tapping screws. So now I get the great pleasure of drilling holes and then putting them in.
Oh,
this is going to be good. Do you need me to come down and do it, baby?
Oh, let me try. You got it. It's out of my hand.
Okay. I got it. Or I got some of it. The right side. Oh, sweet. Let's go ahead and put it on its lip. There we go. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't like it when you look so concerned.
Well, it's bright out here. I'm just observing. Good. shakalaka, boom.
Yeah, brother.
I love this spray gun.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds like a legit spray gun.
there is
Like a house painter spray gun.
really no more brush on large areas. Although that's very zen.
In front of me, we're going to cut this away. And sparks are going to fly and we're not going to create a forest fire. Lisa,
What?
do you have the fire extinguisher in the water ready?
Yep.
Good answer.
Woo-wee.
Boom.
Nice.
I mean, not perfect, but it worked pretty good. All right, let's see if Lisa kills me for all that dust that's on there now.
What?
Lisa has decided that she wants metal on the corner, so we don't have to have it as far apart. So that's the dealio. No, I don't have a tool belt thingy. Much more impressive this way. Alright, so I dug that out so that would fit. I think that little gap should be enough.
Ta-da! Oh, it echoes. So I finished the house wrap on this side for Chris, and I tucked it underneath the metal sheeting. And the reason why is we're going to do another 2x6 sandwich up against here. And if any rain should get between that and this sheet of metal, it'll run off and it won't go under and soak it up. How's that?
Hopefully that does the trick.
There you go.
So we don't have any kitty wampus. You know what I'm saying? So 60 inches. Should be right there. Perfect.
When you first told me your name, I didn't hear a word you said.
This is 7 years of bad luck.
But it was written all over my face. Should've known it was you I would
One on the other side so it doesn't.
when we made it down the aisle. Every moment stole my breath. Bet you could see it in my smile. Should've known it was you I would love until the end. I don't know where this road leads. All I know is I wanna go with you in a life where there's no sure things. I am sure I wanna live it with you.
That's what it's gonna be. You want to back me up?
And I turned down
Don't run over the camera. Just straight back like 2 feet.
It's in every single line.
Go to the other side.